Live from wherever you'd rather be right now, it's Locked On Vikings After Dark.
Oh, yeah. It's time for Locked On Vikings After Dark, baby. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every night.
What's going on, Night Owls? It is Locked On Vikings After Dark. Tonight's episode is brought to you by FanDuel. The biggest stage in world soccer is here. Let there be goals on FanDuel. Visit FanDuel.com to get started now. Arif, we are in early July, which means I do not care about the structure of these shows. And I don't think you do either.
Okay, great. With that in mind, can I show the chat something?
Keep in mind standards and practices.
No, it's fine. It's a StreamYard feature. We can't possibly violate. No, okay. So there's an enhanced skin appearance option, and it looks disgusting. So okay, I'm gonna turn it on.
This is geez.
So this is it
kind of looks like those filters that you would see on like TikToks.
Right. Yeah. And then I can add. So I put it on max, and then I can add in a brick wall, which
you can look like you're doing stand up.
Disastrous.
This is great for the audio people. Let me give a treat for the audio people though, because I was just thinking about this like 2 seconds before we went on. If you could take over the Vikings, a la the Onion taking over InfoWars, like in a fully ironic way, what would be the first thing you did? The first thing they did was write off Alex Jones canonically.
Yeah, write off is such a soft word for it. Yeah.
Well, he's a fictional character.
That is
legally,
the industry term for what occurred. Yeah.
Yeah, for the end of a fictional character.
Right. He legally has to be a fictional character. Like that's the defense he used. So, what would I do if I took over the Vikings, understanding that
ironically?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
The point is to do the funniest thing possible.
I would stuff the trophy case with all the should have been trophies. So like 1998, 2009. Go to
like trophies.com and order the like ones that you're,
and it shouldn't even look like the
Lombardi will give to you for being employee of the week.
I would call the worst trophy shop in the Twin Cities. I would like go through all the Google reviews. Be like, hey, can you get it as close to the Lombardi as possible? Knowing that they can't. Knowing that that's just
do
not
your best, and it's just gonna be
it's
gonna be like the Stonehenge from Spinal
Tap.
Yeah,
I'll tell them like, hey, and also take your child to work day. Let that kid, let that little tyke get on the 1998 Lombardi.
No, he can bring his phone. Your 12-year-old that streams everything. Yeah, he can bring his phone.
Yeah, no, for
into
sure.
The meeting room. That's our draft board. It's fine.
Yeah, that's our draft board. It's fine. Yeah, so I think that's probably what I would do. The first order of business. I'm sure there's like a million things I would do. I'd probably see if there was some way I can use the fact that the NFL is technically a higher level of play than college football to see if I can force the trophy to be the slab of bacon. Like so the Wisconsin-Minnesota rivalry is back to being a slab of bacon, but it's a real slab of bacon. It's a new one every year, and they have to spend the time to inscribe the previous winners before they present it. It's a disaster.
What if we went to like the banner shop that they use and we made a bunch that said NFC North runner up for like all the years they got second place in the division?
That would rule. We would finally outdo the Colts. Gazanked in chat has a good one. Make a reigning NFL champion banner, since that was the last time they were the last team to win it before it fully switched to solely being the Super Bowl. Yeah, actually, outstanding work. I like that one a lot.
Fantastic. Well, so tonight we are going to play Broke-Woke-Bespoke. This is the actual plan for tonight. I have tasked Arif and, of course, myself as well with coming up with 3 game changers, people who are going to reverse the fortunes of the Vikings. For one reason
that's what you meant by game changers. I just watched like a bunch of Dropout to prep for this. Well,
run it. No, that's fine. That's fine. Run it. I'm going to go first because it's in the thumbnail.
No.
My broke idea is Kyler Murray. This is what everybody's going to say, right? This is the popular take about the Vikings. If you're going to be somebody, especially nationally, that's going to like buy into the Vikings, is whoa, Kyler Murray changes everything. Oh baby, oh you sweet summer child. No, he does not. There are still so many problems that have nothing to do with the quarterback position, problems in communication, problems in self-scouting, all kinds of issues that went over there. And Kyler Murray brings his own host of problems over from Arizona in terms of his throwing mechanics, which I know we're all going to be very dialed in on, and some of the other concerns that you maybe brought up when, well, we've both written big, long forms about Kyler Murray at Wide Left. Go check those out. Things might change, like what we're frustrated about. Maybe it'll be some different things, but it's extremely like summer optimism.
Yeah, so I'm disappointed in you, Luke, because I also chose Kyler Murray.
Look, I'm going to be honest. A non-zero like part of this was so I could put Kyler Murray in the thumbnail.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So this is what I wrote down, a little thing. Boring. That's the first sentence. Boring. Sure, he's going to move around a lot. So did Sam Darnold. I don't know what I was cooking with that one.
I mean, Sam Darnold did have some fun scramble plays.
Yeah, he did. Different. He did move around a little bit. Anyway, all scrambling quarterbacks are the same if they scramble once. So you got Jared Goff in one bucket and all of the other quarterbacks in another bucket.
Thank God Sam Darnold was your comper. We'd have to have other conversations.
KOC is going to do everything he can to make the offense quarterback proof. Next, I was actually going to ask you to see if we could do some copyright infringement and you could take like the next sound from that old MTV show Next.
Definitely can't.
Oh, why not?
Well, so there's this company called Locked On that probably wouldn't.
All right,
be
so
very good fans
here's
of
my
that.
proposal. Here's my proposal. So recently, I don't know if you've been following any streamer drama. I assume you have. The streamer Ethan Klein from the H3H3 podcast has sued the streamer.
I just found
Denim.
out that like 2 weeks ago, Mark Rober stole a guy's car.
Okay, actually, I didn't know that. That he probably had a good reason, right? Like that's.
Yeah, the video's fantastic.
Okay, great. I
Yeah.
can't wait to watch it.
But he did actually steal a guy's car.
Okay. I'm going to be the 10 millionth person to watch that. That rules.
Yeah. It's okay. He bought him a new one.
Yeah. So the streamer named Denims reacted to something that Ethan Klein posted. It doesn't matter.
Don't. Yeah.
And then he sued her for copyright infringement. As a React streamer, I guess you can't do that. Except it turns out the court said you can, using actually the precedent that Ethan Klein himself helped establish when he got sued for reacting to a video like 10 years ago. Anyway, I say all of that. Yeah, right. Yeah, so I say all of that to say that you should make Locked On use the Denims precedent to defend ourselves from using the MTV Next sound whenever I feel like saying.
What is the MTV Next sound like?
I don't actually know
have
if they
some
have
library sound effects. We might be able to.
I actually don't know if they have a sound. I was kind of hoping you knew what I meant. But like presumably,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Something played when they went next and they moved on to the next page. Yeah, sure.
Cool. Next. Can we come up with another broke idea since we both came up with the same one? We should say JJ McCarthy.
Yeah, I'll move my woke idea to broke because it's still kind of broke.
Okay.
And then I'll figure out woke on the fly. Justin Jefferson. Now this is not the same.
I mean, I don't know how much I expect to be different.
Okay, so this is what I mean. Great, we're on the same page. Yeah, this is not to say he's a bad player. He's the best receiver in the NFL, probably. But first of all, yawn. Ugh, gross. Everyone knows he matters.
He's in year 7. Been there, done that.
Yeah.
Trade him for picks.
So, like in the traditional sense of us using the phrase game changer, yeah, he is a game changer. Sure, fine, whatever. He'll make big plays in big moments. On an occasional fourth down against the Buffalo Bills. Like he'll do some stuff, right? But like we will get 80 yards out of him all the time anyway. That's not changing anything. That's the same thing over and over. The change is like there's a delta difference. And so I would say we can't pick Justin Jefferson because that, barring injury, is the constant, right? And so that's what you build around. That's like saying like the foundation to your house is important. Like, yeah, I know, man, but like
the concrete was a game changer. No,
right?
it wasn't.
Yeah, exactly.
It was
like
the opposite of that, and that's kind of the point.
Yeah. So like, if a contractor is like, we gotta make some foundation decisions, it could be a game changer. I'd be like, what? No, just make the right decisions. Are you kidding me?
That's one game I do not want changed.
Yeah, just pour the foundation, make it level as best you can, do whatever, and then I want to make decisions about whether or not I'm gonna have a good house that doesn't annoy me or a tech-enabled smart house that super annoys me. Those are the game changers that I want to work on. What are we doing with this foundation? So that's what Justin Jefferson is.
Well, you have approximately 60 to 65 seconds to come up with a real woke one,
sure,
which we will talk about next on Locked On Vikings After Dark. This episode of Locked On Vikings After Dark is brought to you by FanDuel. The biggest stage in world soccer is here, and every match feels like it has the potential for a memorable moment. One goal can completely change the energy of a game, shift momentum, and alter the outcome in an instant. That's what makes tournament soccer so exciting, from the opening whistle to the final kick. Now, FanDuel is giving fans another reason to stay locked into every match with every goal pays. Bet on a match and get bonus bets for every goal scored in that match. More goals mean more bonus bets. All you have to do is turn your token. So if you want to bet on the USA against Belgium, they are minus 120 last time I looked. You can do that, and every time there is a goal scored in that game, whether it's for the USA or not, and whether or not the USA wins, you get bonus bets. All you got to do is make that first bet from the opening whistle to the final kick. Let there be goals on FanDuel. Visit FanDuel.com to get started now. I've taken Arif to a second location.
Mm-hmm.
That's when we know he's in the most danger. Is that Sean McVay's house?
They just like have a house in here. And I don't know if they have the rights to, like, I don't know what they did.
Who was it? Was it Cliff Kingsbury? It was somebody who was like just going from his like very nice living room in the COVID draft when everyone was on Zoom.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think Kingsbury had like the stone table, and then like it like opens out directly into this giant pool, and so I think that's Kingsbury. But like Sean McVay's house,
Bill Belichick's dog in this picture?
All right, actually, so the thing that's bothering me more than the actual like the way the image changes every time I move is the skin enhancement. Which
it's
now that
really uncanny and terrible. If you're listening on audio, which is, by the way, the vast majority of people are just really alienated by this bit, but you should at least come drop by YouTube just to see how bad this looks.
Yeah, around like the 12, 13-minute mark, whatever that is.
Yeah, something like that, or earlier.
But yeah, okay, now that I say it out loud, the skin enhancement does sound racist, so I'm going to stop it.
Yeah.
But I remain in the
all
house.
it is like a blur filter that appears to like try to avoid your eyes and mouth.
Yeah, like I think the intention is to like smooth out your skin and reduce complexion, and probably there's like how people started using like the red eye feature on like blemishes, and that turned out to be an extremely good hack. I think they try to do that too, but it's like the idea. So StreamYard doesn't want to overload your CPU too much, and so they're using the simplest possible mechanism by which to do these elements. Also, it just keeps on cutting off like part of my beard.
You kind of look like you're about to lay me off. I think that's the vibe that I'm getting.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Hey, so this meeting is being recorded.
Do you have a woke idea, or do you want me to give you mine so I can buy you more time?
No, I've got a woke. I had one within like 3 seconds. I was messing around.
Hit
with
me.
Please Jordan Addison.
The same one I did. Okay, thank God.
Yeah, I just talked about a receiver. Jordan Addison, genuine game changer, because we actually don't know what the ceiling or the floor is, right? So it can just kind of move up and down. And also the floor could very well be 0. He could just like not be on the field for reasons, right? And that would.
It is about that time, by the way.
Right,
July 4th is coming around. It is Dewey season.
Yeah, we're on Jordan Addison watch.
Yeah, wear your seatbelts and don't drink and drive, everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
Please be safe this weekend.
Yeah, be safe. Also,
unironically,
drink and drive applies to boats. So you would be driving a boat. Don't drink and drive.
Don't
that
drive
applies
a boat drunk.
Yeah. Okay. So
that stuff happened.
Jordan Addison absolutely has the ability to have like a 1,200-yard season. He has the ability to have an 800-yard season, a 600-yard season, a 0-yard season. Like those are all within a range of possibilities. And so he is genuinely a game changer, not just for obviously the on-field production that he can generate with 1,600, 1,200 yards, whatever it is, but also the way he changes the geometry of the defense. We've talked about this a million times in this podcast. But the ability make it difficult to double Justin Jefferson in a meaningful sense and create that kind of space for him, which is going to give him, a floor of a 1,400-yard season.
For my woke game changer, we're getting woke here on Locked On Vikings. I went with probably not a very surprising choice, but I went with Dallas Turner. It feels like, again, another like popular idea, but it's one I'm feeling. There were some people talking about him. I think it was like an Alec Lewis notebook thing where he talked to a couple players that were like, oh yeah, Dallas Turner looks crazy right now. Like he looks like he's taking a step and he's even more explosive and he's gearing up for this big breakout season. But I think of it this way, right? With Grenard out and Dallas Turner being ostensibly this premier pass rusher. If it's not, it's Van Ginkel, which would be kind of a bummer. But if it's Dallas Turner and he becomes like the dude, right? Like he's the guy that can win at the best clip and he's the guy you want to send. You're going to start moving him around to where the worst offensive tackle is, and you're going to start picking matchups for him. And then you're going to have over people's, best tackle, over their Penei Sewell or whoever, is going to be Van Ginkel, who's going to be simming pressure all the time, and Penei Sewell's just not going to be pass protecting for your game.
Right, you're just going to take him out. Yeah.
You're just going to eliminate him, and then you got to go up against like whatever the backup or whoever the worst tackle is.
Yeah, no, I think that
Dallas Turner versus rookie Blake Miller.
Jeez. I think it all makes sense. I do just want to be cautious about like players in OTAs saying, "Hey, this defensive lineman looks really good."
On July 2nd. Cautious?
I'm just saying.
Is this gonna be a short that goes viral every time a Vikings player gets injured? That could never happen to me.
I'm so glad that bad things happen to you.
That was a great thing. Are you kidding me? The engagement on that. I had people coming in and just going to YouTube to leave comments about that like months later. And not even on that short, like on other videos, because that was the take they knew me for. It's fascinating to see what kind of keyholes people see you from, like people see you through when you're not on any major social media.
The thought process of a person whose first identity is internet commenter.
That's been the YouTube commenter community forever. Thanks for coming around, chat.
Bit strong, actually. I probably should not refer to them as humans.
Well, a lot of times they aren't. It's the death of the internet. So I don't know. I see the possible game changer of that, but it's not the only thing I'm going to talk about on the D-line tonight. But do we have any other ideas? Like, who are the other people that are commonly cited as like a reason things are going to be different? Like Caleb Banks.
That was going to be my first thought. I was trying not to think of a D lineman because like I don't know what your next thing is, but Caleb Banks is like I think quote unquote potential game changer in like a huge way, right? Because he's got the size of a nose tackle, he's got the speed and fluidity of a 3 technique, he's got the ability to generate a ton of pressure when he's healthy. The kind of health question creates the ceiling floor conversation in terms of what can and can't do. But like his upside is like tremendous given his general athletic profile and his ability to get into the backfield. And, all you got to do is teach him how to tackle. How hard could that be? How hard could it be? He's got the longest arms on the planet. It should be fine. He should tackle.
It might not even matter.
Yeah, you know how I feel about defensive linemen missed tackles. They're fake and not a real stat.
It's a lot of times that's at least from what it looks like on the Vikings with like Jonathan Grenard, quote unquote, missed tackles or him not being able to get a sack. It's because whoever was doing the contain responsibility screwed up and gave an escape lane that wasn't supposed to be there. And it's like, well, yeah, you're Jonathan Grenard and that's Kyler Murray. He's faster than you. You didn't get a sack. Like, what are we supposed to do about it?
Yeah, and the Vikings were kind of like uniquely snake bitten in the way that I guess the Vikings just are. But like compared to other teams around the
Tracks so
league,
far, yeah.
yeah, compared to other teams around the league, on what occurs when pressure arrives and it doesn't turn into a sack. So
True. Yeah, we get like the Russell Wilson nonsense to Tyler Lockett kind of stuff goes down.
Right, and that happened like a couple of times last.
Yeah, Michael Vick or Cam Newton like crushing them in a close game. Pick your choose of which times that happened.
But like a lot of times that's like
sordid history.
Yeah, a lot of times that's like an interception. With like the Vikings, like it's a touchdown for them. Like it's just like so annoying. But it's like this is good practice. Getting pressure is good. That's good practice. Obviously, a sack would be ideal. But like the negative outcomes to the Vikings forcing quarterbacks on the run just didn't materialize last year. And so it felt even worse than it typically does when the defensive linemen were missing the tackle or missing the sack because the impact of the play extending was so tremendous compared to what it like typically would be.
So actually, for an article that I'm about to turn into you,
nerds.
Well, probably tomorrow. I still have to proofread it, but it's about every Flores interception. It has all 43 Flores interception or all 42 Flores interceptions in it. Yeah, good luck. It's like 4,000 words. Congratulations.
Dog, what?
In it, I categorized them into like, man coverage, zone coverage and stuff. And one was just like tips and overthrows, right? Like lucky plays. In 2025.
That's a lot of AVG there.
No, he's his own category.
Oh, fantastic.
Tips and overthrows in 2024, they had 12 interceptions on that. And in 2025, it went down to 2.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So there's something to that. We're going to get bespoke next on Locked On Vikings After Dark. Hey, I forgot to mention the Everydayer Club. If you are here on July 2nd and you're watching this instead of a major World Cup event, just do it, man. It's time to join the Everydayer Club. It's $5 a month. You can find it at lockedonvikings.supercast.com. You can get everything ad-free that we do on Locked On Vikings. You can support the show, get access to a special Discord server, and there's also a link to it in the show notes if you'd rather find it there. Once again, that's lockedonvikings.supercast.com. Now it's time to get bespoke. So the definitions of this game, the broke thing is the idea everybody's talking about, but we don't like it. The woke thing is the idea everybody's talking about, but we do like it. And the bespoke thing is time to go 5D chess. It's time to get Galaxy Brain and outthink the entire world. Arif, do you want to go first or do you want me to?
Okay. I'll go first because I did not accomplish the lofty remit of outthinking the entire world. Because I didn't pick a player. I just picked a kind of more obvious non-player, and I was like, that's clever enough.
Sure.
I went with red zone play calling.
Okay, yeah, that's
yeah. Last year, the Vikings were 30th in third down conversion rate in the red zone and 19th in touchdown rate, despite having what many would consider to be a top-level offensive mind. And that's not just like a J.J. McCarthy, Carson Wentz, whatever the heck was going on at quarterback last year thing.
Yeah, no, they did a whole bunch of cute random stuff, and it was very weird.
Yeah, over the last 3 years, they were 20th in third down conversion rate in the red zone and 22nd, actually even worse in touchdown rate than they were last year. 22nd in touchdown rate in the red zone over the last 3 years. That's pathetic. That's terrible. Some of that obviously has to do with like the strength of the interior offensive line and whether or not you like trust yourself to run the ball, all that.
Right.
But like a lot of it
double team on the goal line and just push somebody back enough, and that's where the way a lot of people get their touchdowns.
A lot of it was play calling, though. And that's just like an area where like they're so proud of being quote unquote situational masters. They're so proud of having like clock awareness.
We haven't heard that phrase in a little while.
Yeah, we haven't. I wonder why that is.
Oh boy.
So proud of like knowing what numbers are on the clock in the fourth quarter, like that, which is great. Yeah. A lot of teams are bad at that, but like that you got to score, dude. That's so important. That's what the NFL is about. Got to score.
You
So
can't call
let
yourself a
them-
situational masters and be bad at like one of the like main areas that is
one
referred
of-
to as situational football.
one of the situations of all time. Yeah.
One of these situations of all time. But enough about the quarterback room. I like there's one Burrito Bill gave one. Just said he brought up Will Reichard. That's pretty bespoke. I feel like
That is
Will
bespoke.
Reichard, the game
Give me that.
changer.
Andrew DePaula would be a good one too.
Yeah. In kind of the same vein, I actually thought about putting Ty Felton and then trying to make up some way to be like, he's going to break out at wide receiver. He's going to get it down. Look at this 40 time trust. But
You like
Ty Felton as a punt gunner kind of low key tracks.
All right. Yeah. You're trying to like 5D chess yourself out of like the take that you had, which you already still think is true.
Oh no, I just know it's not going to take more than like 6 minutes to talk about. So
Yeah, right. Well, it also like so when I was like, thinking of like bespoke players that like I'm out thinking the world, I was thinking like Max Bredesen. No, that's like
we got that in the chat too.
Yeah, we've been doing that bit for a little bit. I don't know. Maybe you're gonna do Dom Orange. I don't know, but Blake Cashman maybe. But yeah, once we get out of the who do we think is returning the kicks? Maybe that's the bespoke.
That's going to be an interesting competition. I'm going to guess Miles Price until he drops one, which could happen tomorrow. Like
yeah. So Deshaun Jones
we are
got
at
it.
high risk of that at all times. And then
It's
maybe
Dylan
Jamar
Bell. It's
Claiborne.
Dylan Bell. That's my bespoke answer now.
Or
It's
Dylan Bell. Yeah, he'll be
Yeah.
in that too. Dylan Bell's a great bespoke one. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Wide
we'll go
receiver
with that
3, Dylan Bell, and then we're all going, oh my God, Juwan Jennings, what happened to his
Yeah,
career?
wide receiver 3,
Like,
Dylan
really Kendall
Bell.
Wright it.
Percy Harvin role. It'll be the Deebo Samuel
there we
role,
go.
but we'll call it the Percy Harvin role.
Line him up at running back. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you've got like a couple of punt returns, a kick return or two. And then Dylan Bell like launches himself into this bespoke game changer in like a huge way. So yeah, that's my answer now.
Yeah, the guy like has those KJ Osborne third down moments, you know?
Yeah, just he's always
we'll call it third and bell.
They rang the bell.
on.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they ring the bell on, well, it's when they're on defense and they ring the little bell to make everybody get loud on like third downs in the stadium. No, my answer is Jalen Redmond Pro Bowl season. This is the one that I have.
Actually, this is
bespoke
good.
idea.
Like, I think this threads a needle, right? Like, this is
right.
Like you see how it happens. He was so good last year, right?
Yeah, like,
but it
for all
also
this stuff-
seems absurd.
For all this stuff I've been doing for Patreon and Wide Left, and then just like trying to spin it into podcasts and stuff, I've been watching a bunch of the defensive tape in the last like 3 weeks. And boy, 61 just pops sometimes. Like sometimes like, oh, why'd that play? Oh, Jesus Christ, Jalen. Like sometimes he just makes the play and you're like, whoa. It's time for this man to become a household name.
Yeah.
And the pressure getter that we are. And he kind of was like a chief pressure getter last year.
Yeah.
But I keep thinking about like the composition of like pressure generation and who gets it. Because you can only blitz manufacture so much before there's a huge diminishing return on it. And last year, you had Jonathan Grenard get so many. You had Dallas Turner get so many. And let's say Dallas Turner gets a little more just by way of snap counts.
Sure.
That still wouldn't make up the difference of losing Jonathan Grenard. Somebody else has to make it up. Maybe we get like a 60 pressure, 7 sack season out of Jalen Redmond off the interior. Just an absolute monstrosity. He gets a couple big ones in prime time. Some big run stops, makes the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, we're gonna need Chris Collinsworth to like pump up his name on broadcast.
And if he's like 15 Pro Bowler, I'm taking my lap on this, by the way. You can't stop me.
Yeah, no, that's fair. When was
doing
the
it.
earliest you called him out as like good?
Jalen Redmond, middle of 24. I was like, hey, it was not an unpopular thing. It was like the first game people was like, hey, who's 61? He's kind of cooking.
All right. Yeah.
It was, I think it was like the Atlanta game that year or something like that. He had like a couple of big flashy plays and I was like, okay, I'll go investigate. I'm like, nope, he's real.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Well, I mean, because sometimes like flashy plays and then we look at the rest of the plays and we're like,
yeah. Like, remember that Lewis Scene preseason game that everyone was like, oh my God, he turned the corner. And then I had to watch
you wrote
it.
about
I was
it.
like, nope.
I remember that. Yeah. That was a good article because it made people mad.
This like really sad article that was like, well, this sucks, but he's bad.
Yeah. Hey, so I know he just suffered like a life-altering injury and is possibly traumatized in like a very real sense, but I need you to know he was bad at football. It's just like, wait, look.
No, it was like, this brings me no pleasure. I don't want to tell you this, but this sucks.
Yeah. God, people got so
I don't want to say it. People did get mad at that. And then he got cut a week later, and suddenly people stopped talking to me about it. I wonder what that was about.
Huh, that's weird. Maybe they forgot?
Almost certainly.
All right, I'll take your Jalen Redmond and raise you in Elijah Williams. How about that?
Let's go. Yes. Preseason game changer Elijah Williams.
Hey, so like there's so many times we've identified like a preseason defensive tackle or something that we love, and then they don't even make the roster. And Elijah Williams like has far exceeded.
He's already gotten his, although we might. So here's an interesting one. Isaiah Loudermilk has never been on a roster bubble at all in Pittsburgh. Like, he was like a mainstay in Pittsburgh. And I don't feel like he's on anyone's 53-man roster just because of the roster pressure. Is Elijah Williams like, is this maybe a little trouble for Elijah Williams?
I suppose. Yeah, I'd hate to lose this year's T.Y. McGill, but
but it's not like T.Y. McGill was like a guy that kind of bounced between practice squads and stuff. Like, Isaiah Loudermilk was like a fifth.
No. I was saying this year's T.Y. McGill is Elijah Williams, right? Because he was a huge preseason guy. Yeah.
Big preseason guy that.
Yeah.
What's T.Y. McGill up to?
Yeah. So I mean, I guess Isaiah Loudermilk makes sense as like a roster pressure guy. I just haven't really
free agent
thought about him all that much.
Yeah, I didn't think about him either. I did an Everyman series thing for him on yesterday or on Wednesday's show, and I was like, yeah, this guy like basically had no drama at all going through Pittsburgh, outside of like injuries and the tribulations of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Tribulations of the Pittsburgh, the lamentations of the Steel.
Right, he had to put up with an Aaron Rodgers year. Could not be me. T.Y. McGill, free agent. That's my last bespoke game changer. It's T.Y. McGill. We'll talk to you all next week. Good night.